Hello out there, everybody. Today is Sunday, February 24th, 2013, and you're on Facts News with Eric Moore. Today, I want to talk about Black history. Uh, as many of you know, Black history is February, and this is February, even though there are only 4 days left in the month since February is the shortest month in our calendar. I felt it was important that I share a video speaking about Black history um, from a perspective that's not taught by most universities, by most K through 12 classrooms. A lot of the information that I've gotten, I've had to ascertain through my own research, independent study, if you will. Most Black history is not taught within schools unless maybe you're in the university level and you majoring in African American studies or something of that nature. But what I've done in my life is basically find outlets and find different mediums of Black history that showed a more accurate picture, a picture that shows African Americans as not just slaves or people that suffered and people that were under oppression for hundreds of years. I want to see a more complete picture, and to find that picture, I've had to find several different sources to explain that about civilizations over in Africa and kingdoms over in Africa before the slave trade. And this is information that's freely out there and available that a lot of people don't know about. So tonight, I wanted to share it and talk a little bit about these things and some of the things that I've uncovered and the way I feel about this topic in particular. Um, like I said, there's a lot of misinformation out there as far as Black history, and I kind of want to paint a bigger picture and help you to see some things that you may not know or you may already know, but this may reinforce what you may know. And usually when I make videos, I make my videos for everybody, and this video is no different. I want everybody, all shades and ethnicities and uh, groups out there to get something from my videos. But and I know I'll get emails, from white folks, saying, "Hey, Eric, I thought you made videos for everybody. Why would you just make a video for Black people?" And my answer is simple. In my mind, we're all family. We're all children of God, and we're all family. But me being Black, me being African American, uh, it's a little bit more special for me. That's like immediate family. We're all family, but that's more like my immediate family, and my immediate family has some needs right now that are that are special and that I feel need to be addressed. And I don't see a whole lot of people addressing them per se, in the media out there. So I'm gonna do my best to get information and education out there. But before I read my writing, which also can be found at my website, lifebreadprod.com, I want to share a little bit of information, some of my sources. Um, there's a book called America I Am: Black Facts, and it's by you see the name here, Dr. Quintard Taylor. I believe he's at the I want to say the University of Washington out in Washington State. So this is an excellent book, excellent resource. It has timelines, and I think I picked this up for maybe $10 at a Books a Million. So I'm sure it's on Amazon or Barnes and Noble. Anybody, please get this. Please get this. Is a great resource. You'll keep it in your family. Excellent book. It has outstanding research. Dr. Taylor has really done his homework in terms of Black history. He goes all the way back to before Christ. Um, like I said, outstanding work. And also, there's a DVD that came out in 2011 called "The Hidden Colors of History." See me shape it. Yeah, there we go. "Hidden Colors of History" DVD by Tariq Nasheed. Outstanding uh, DVD. Very informational, very informative, and it talks a lot about the similar things that Dr. Taylor talked about in his book as far as a more complete picture of Black history, not just the bondage, not just the suffering part of Black history that we hear so much about in our day-to-day textbooks and history books. So two great resources. I can't say enough. Two great resources, and on that DVD that Mr. Tariq Nasheed did, he had himself, of course. He had Dr. Francis Cresswell Singh was on there. Dr. Umar Johnson, several people that were very informative and it's good stuff. And of course, I like to also say, hey, if you haven't gotten a copy of my book yet, Living for Friday, Dreading Sunday Night, 5-Day Voyage to the Shores of Your Destiny, please pick up a copy at my website, lifebreadprod.com or at amazon.com. It's $14.95 plus shipping and handling. Please get your copy today. So let's get into my piece here that I wrote, and hopefully it's informative and educate, the masses. We must know our history beyond what the history books taught us in school. We must learn about the dynasties that existed in Africa generations before Portugal captured the first African slaves in 1441. Dynasties such as the Kushites, Axumites, and Nubians. These kingdoms possessed great wealth in the form of minerals, livestock, and land. They were not enslaved, but instead were free, creative innovators thriving during the time of the Ottoman Empire's height. Mainstream history books bear no trace of their empires. They will, however, inform you about slavery, Jim Crow laws, and other ways in which African Americans were historical victims. The problem with this rationale is that it presents a distorted view of our true history. It reminds us of our perceived inferiority and does not allow us to know about how successful and how prosperous our ancestors once were. Our lack of knowledge in regards to our history has us trapped within a bubbling cauldron of crime, self-loathing, inferiority, and unsuccessful existences. I understand the power of institutional racism, but many of our failures are self-inflicted wounds that white America has no interest in sewing up for us. The cavalry is not coming. The Republican Party despises us. Democrats take us for granted, and government and corporations see us as pawns and rooks. The time has come for each of us to pursue greatness as something positive. The time has come for us to look outside of ourselves and determine ways we can be of service to our God, our nation, and our community. Black America, it is time to live our lives in the paint. Life is a lot like the game of basketball. The problem that many of us have is that we believe that the three-point shot is the only way that we can win in life. The three-point shot are dreams that many of us have for financial success in athletics and entertainment. They are long shot opportunities with a low percentage of successful achievement. In other words, the space is limited. There are more than 500 NBA players, less than 1,700 NFL players, and only 750 professional baseball players. All of these sports have a career expectancy of less than 6 years. The chance of being a world famous, platinum selling recording artist or an A-list film star are even less. Just as in basketball, the best way to achieve success is to live your life in the paint. The paint is the business world and a place where the percentages for success are much higher. It is much easier to score shooting a layup or slam dunking as opposed to shooting three-pointers. The paint is a place where only our education can take us to and where only God can take us through. The education that we must have goes beyond our K through 12 or university lecture halls. It encompasses life skills, skills of trade, basic economics, and knowledge of self. The paint is a frightening place with many tough obstacles. In basketball, there are flying elbows and hands swatting at you. There are people looking to take a charge or steal the ball from you. In life, there's peer pressure, there's financial struggle, and dream thieves in different forms. It is strength and confidence in your ability that will help you wield your way through the defense. So many of us fear the contact in the paint that we settle for off-balance three-point shots or commit a turnover that often lands us in prisons or graveyards. The beautiful thing about layups and dunks is that when we fight our way through the contact and make our shot, it offers us the opportunity for a three-point play. The complete picture of Black history allows us the opportunity to know and possess our own truth, independent of the narrow picture given by mainstream history books, which is very important. Mainstream history books tell us that our contribution to this country was that we built the floor, drew the lines, and painted the paint. The incomplete assessment has caused a multi-generational inferiority complex among Black people. In Africa, we owned the court, made the rules, and dominated the paint by scoring at will. We are greater than slavery. We are greater than Jim Crow and his grandson James. We're greater than teenage pregnancy. We are greater than the violence plaguing our inner cities. We're greater than the high dropout rates, and we are greater than the prison industrial complex. We're not only princes and princesses in God's kingdom, we are descendants of earthly kings and queens from Africa, the birthplace of all civilization. The time has come for us to live up to the standards of our royal bloodline. Let not the spirits of our ancestors die within the chambers of historical purgatory. Black history is much more than 28 days this month. It is not a one-sided perspective told from the viewpoint of the conquering hero. It is more than what social conditioning has inflicted. It is greater than the inferiority complex that casts a pall over Black America. Black history is the real truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I implore you to learn the truth about it and share it with the world. It is time to get in the paint and help others get there as well. God bless you.